Okay.
Till death do us part.
I mean, 12 years is pretty strong.
That's pretty good. We're on a roll.
And I'm in a relationship. I've been in it for 3 years, and it's my longest relationship.
Are you two dating?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I would just wanted to clarify.
You guys,
That's what I
I
thought.
feel like you guys should let him know. Maybe.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like that's a key point.
Are you guys bisexual or lesbian or?
Honestly, she's the first woman I've dated, and she's just my life partner. We're not really like sexually intimate like that. We just have complementing characteristics.
So you're roommates?
No,
Best
we share a
friends.
bed and we cuddle and we kiss, but we don't involve each.
We don't do.
We're Christian.
Okay, but
We don't have sex.
I am so intrigued.
I'm very intrigued.
This is going to be the
Oda.
best podcast
Wait,
ever.
so couple clarifying questions.
Yeah.
Couple clarifying questions here. So, have you ever dated men?
Yes.
Have you dated men?
Yes,
So you guys consider yourselves bisexual then?
in a sense.
Biromantic.
But currently,
You're
don't
not.
have sex. I'm not.
Neither of you are
sexual.
sexual.
Yes.
But you guys have said that you've been dating for 3 years.
3 years.
Have you been
Exclusively monogamous.
dating each other for 3 years?
Correct.
Yes.
There's been no other women or no other men in that 3-year time period?
Correct. That's
Okay.
what that means.
And you guys cohabitate, you live together?
Yes.
Okay. Have you guys ever
In the
had,
same room, in the same bed.
you guys never had, have you guys
We've
ever had sex?
We have, and we, honestly, anytime I've ever had sex in my life, it doesn't feel that great to me because that's, one, I'm not married, and I'm a Christian, and that's not how I be rolling.
Okay. And then, so you guys are you guys going to get married?
Hopefully.
We would like to, but
In Heresy Church land or?
Yeah, I actually know lots of pastors. Sorry, they're not Orthodox, so they don't follow your exact beliefs.
So
but
how does that
if
work?
God came to us and actually gave me a convicting feeling, I would, and we knew that God does not want us to be together. We've been blessed so much in our relationship. We have.
we came
that's
to
period.
God together, honestly. And
Yeah.
I mean, as much as each of us had our, knowledge of God prior, we came closer to God and to Christ since being together. And, if, as much as we love each other, if at the end of the day, God didn't want us to be together,
And he brings us a husband and says, "This is your husband. I'm obedient to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ." And
What are your
that's-
thoughts on the fact that the Bible says that marriage is between a man and a woman?
Well, hang on. We want to get through. We'll see if we can get through the questions.
Oh,
and
we're
move
still
back
doing
to it.
introductions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I do have
We'll
answers for
follow
sure.
it back up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we'll come back to that. So, okay. So, what about you?
I've been married for 14 years, and I was a virgin on our wedding night.
Married 14 years. So you got married at 23?
Yes.
23. Okay.
I am single, and my longest relationship was 5 years, and I've been single for 3 years.
Wait, your longest relationship was 5 years. You've been single for 3 years, but you're 23. So this was like
24.
24. For some reason, I put down 23. So this was like kind of a high school relationship, the 5-year one.
Correct.
Okay. And that was a 5-year relationship.
Yes.
Okay. With what's your orientation?
I'm straight.
Straight. Okay. All right, Andrew. What about you?
Yeah, I've been married for 12 years, I think.
Okay. Well then, where do we begin? Where?
Okay.
Do we begin?
Well, can we?
I vote
Let's go
not
back to this. Let's go back to this previous conversation we were discussing. So, how do you reconcile the fact, or do you just decide to move off to your own interpretation that this is? I'm trying to figure out how to frame this for the purpose of TOS. That Christianity is not approving of the type of lifestyle that you have.
That's my question.
Christianity is also not approving of the type of things you talk about on this podcast. People having this hookup culture.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Is this a tu quo?
Yeah.
Do you want to just answer the question though?
What was your question again?
Yeah, so the question is, how do you reconcile it? Even if assuming that everybody else around you is sinning, that in and of itself would not justify
I actually
your
don't
sin,
excuse that as sinning, but
Right, that's my point. though,
As
is
we
how
don't
do you,
have
how do you
the-
reconcile that?
Well, I do believe that we're not in a wrong relationship.
This is the best relationship that I have ever been in. I've been in 7 relationships. A lot of them were really bad. Most of them were with men. I actually didn't date any women until I dated her. She pulled me out of really dark times, and I'm the best version I am because of her.
You
And
could
I
say
mean-
we're like nuns together then.
I think it's really
Nuns
beautiful
who
what
kiss
you're
and
saying.
cuddle and make out in bed?
I
We do not make out,
personally believe
And I
even
think that's the
marriage.
difference.
I believe Apostle Paul in Corinthians
Who
did
says
say
that man?
ma-
It says that man and woman and man
Were
must
you gonna let me
not
finish
ever
my
lay
words?
with
She
man or
wasn't
nor
finished
woman
talking,
with woman,
so
right?
I think it's pretty rude that you
Yeah,
he
I don't
also
care what you think.
he also says no. He hates us now because we date each other.
I don't hate you. We're having a conversation.
But you interrupted. It's because which means
So
automatically
what? And
means
then
you don't
she
respect
interrupted
me.
me.
So
Which means she doesn't respect me. So anyway, back to this.
don't respect you.
Good. Then the feeling is mutual. Go ahead.
Cool.
you're not a very godly man.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm not the one making out with someone in the same sex in a bed.
First
We don't
of
make
all,
out.
we do not
Okay.
make
We don't make out.
You
We
just
haven't
said
even
you
kissed
did.
one
You said
time
you make
today.
out and cuddle in the same bed. What are you
I said
talking
we
about?
kiss,
Kiss,
and
which
we
is
actually haven't even kissed once this. the
So
whole
you're just
day.
fucking roommates?
If that's
Like
what you
that's
want to
it?
call
That's
it.
what it is? You're just
There's
roommates?
so much more that goes into.
Anyways,
the
what I
relationship
was
that we
saying
have.
about Corinthians, thank you very much, is actually marriage. Apostle Paul believes everybody should stay single, and if you want to get married, it's because you can't control yourself and your sexual desires. And that is also what he means by submitting to each other, because you are. The human race is so disgusting and wild that we want to fuck everybody.
What?
So we need to.
What?
Not
get married so
everybody
that-
wants to do that.
That's true.
Not
but
everybody
the
wants to do
hookup
that.
culture, I'm generalizing like they do, and I feel like it makes sense.
Wait, why is the human race disgusting? What were those your words?
They definitely, when Jews and Gentiles, the Gentiles were not. That's how the state we're in right now.
The
Hookup
human race is
culture.
Yeah, but how is this not
disgusting.
perpetuating that same state of degeneracy?
Anyways, marriage was only is brought because men and women can't control themselves, so you need to pick one person.
Yeah, the opposite sex is what Paul said. He said you must take a wife. You must take a wife.
If you
To
cannot
men,
control yourself.
To men, you must take a wife. He specifically forbade man to lay with man, a woman to lay with woman. In Corinthians.
This is why I don't believe in
Can
religion.
I ask you girls a question? If you, let's say you cut the kissing out. Kendall and I are like, we're besties, man. Like, we would love to do everything with each other all the time.
Well, and
what's
we are
stopping
currently-
you guys from just being best friends if you thought that the Bible told you what Andrew is exactly saying, that is to be man and woman? Why couldn't you two just say, well, let's just stop kissing, and then we're best friends, and we are the best relationship ever, but now our relationship is biblical? What's to stop that?
That's kind of where we've been heading to.
Okay.
And in that case, I would not be pursuing anybody else for the rest of my life.
Me as well. And I mean,
And I wouldn't
You guys don't
necessarily
want-
want to be pursued unless I
don't
literally
want-
knew God said, this is your husband.
Why not just become a nun?
Yeah, would you
Yeah.
consider yourself asexual?
I prefer not to have sex, so maybe yeah.
Yeah, why not just be a
That
nun?
makes sense.
I can be,
Is there something in your past that
but I'm not
causes you-
Catholic.
Is there something in your past that
mean, you
causes
could
you to
convert.
dislike sex? I know that's personal, I'm sorry, but
No, that's okay. Yes, I have been sexually assaulted on multiple accounts, but it didn't stop me from wanting a man when I was younger. As I just got older, like graduating from high school, I just realized I didn't want those sexual connections. And to me, since I have been sexually assaulted, and that is how I lost my hymen, so I know I can't get it back because somebody took it from me. So in that case, your funny joke, remember? And
It was a funny joke.
It wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't.
It was really a funny joke.
Because you're a man and
your
you like to make
opinion.
jokes at the expense of other people's emotions.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What makes a joke funny?
Something that makes you laugh. You're not funny
And
to
it made me laugh. So it was funny.
To you.
Yeah. Well, it made a lot of people laugh. Thousands upon thousands of people.
And it made
But it did
thousands
make
upon
me
thousands of
Luckily,
people
we have
angry.
you here to
missed the
tone
joke.
police us. Thank
See,
you so
I wouldn't-
much.
I believe you're on this podcast just to insult women and not actually to learn anything about women. You talk about how women don't want an average mediocre man, or that men have such a
does?
hard time getting laid, and maybe that's because your
him.
focus is
It's
on
not
getting
me.
laid.
What?
Yeah, I don't
Instead
talk
of
about it.
dating.
I literally don't talk about any of that. I don't know what
Him,
you're talking about.
he does.
Oh yeah, how do you know?
Because I watched the podcast
Well,
to
just
do
a
some
second
research.
ago, you were attributing that to me. So clearly, you don't watch the podcast.
I do watch the podcast.
Then why would you attribute that
I
stuff
believe
to me?
she's referring to a comment you made in one of the episodes.
Which
that you said.
is
what
It's
is the
probably like
comment?
3 episodes
the
ago,
comment?
I think. Was it 3 episodes ago, maybe?
the Hyman one?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
I saw it on TikTok.
do not
yeah,
remember
that was super funny.
To you.
I don't
yeah,
even
okay.
remember the
but-
Hyman thing. I
Well,
don't
so
even
we were
remember it.
talking about born again virgin,
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
right.
And this particular woman happened
Which
to
is
be,
a real thing. Jesus cleanses
happened
away
to
your sin when you get
happened to be a porn.
baptized.
Yeah,
There's no-
Jesus wanted
there's
you to be
no
a
such
lesbian.
thing as a born
So
again
anyway,
virgin.
yes, the Hyman comment. There's no born again virgin, and she was an OnlyFans prostitute.
I watched the thing and you said,
Yeah,
oh
that's-
yeah, can you
that-
get your hymen back?
Yeah, that's a lot different than.
Do you know
than
1
an
in 3
SA.
women have been sexually assaulted?
Does that mean that 1 in
Okay.
3 women have been sexually assaulted, and that's what removed their hymen?
A lot of women have lost their hymen that way.
No,
yes.
I don't think they have.
Actually, yes, they have.
No,
His joke?
they actually haven't. You're
One in-
lying through your teeth.
I'm not lying through
yeah,
my
you
teeth.
are. What are the stats then? For
1 in
women
3
who have
women
lost
have been
their
sexually
hymen from
assaulted.
SA. Go ahead, tell me.
She's a
Wait,
feminist.
hang on,
Does
hold
it
up.
really
hold
I'm
up.
not a feminist.
Yeah,
What's
bullshit.
the hymen?
You are a feminist because that's
haven't asked that
statistics.
question.
No, I'm really
haven't
not
asked
a
that
feminist.
question yet, so
Statistic
you
is
can
I'm a
false.
feminist.
I'm not
and I
particularly
might disagree with
inclined
you.
though, because
Totally.
What's a
his-
hymen?
Hold on. His joke.
I'm not a feminist.
His joke.
I don't
had-
think women should do whatever they want
Hey,
with their bodies.
Let
I
me
don't
finish my
think,
statement. Cool. Hey, stop. One person at a time.
but I don't think he should control everything.
Stop. His joke had nothing to do with SA.
Yes, but it was insensitive to people who have been through SA. But you don't understand because you're a man and you've literally never experienced the things that women experience.
This is a fallacy.
can't
This
be
is actually a
SA'd.
fallacy.
Men can't be SA'd?
It's a fallacy that you're a man and you don't know what women have
No,
experienced.
it's a fallacy to say that I'm not allowed to have an opinion because of my sex. That's fallacious.
It is fallacious argumentation.
I can't have a position on something because you know what I do have?
You can
a
have an
brain.
opinion, but it doesn't mean it's facts. It seems you put all your opinion as
Just
a
like
factual
saying
statement.
that-
Like I said,
that
you're
a
not
lot
here
of
to
women
learn
lose
from
their hymen
anybody,
through
but you
SA,
want
that's
us to
not a
learn
fact.
from you.
I'm going to be a little bit controversial here because I should be on like Team Woman, but I think it's not fair to be offended by a joke about hymen when it wasn't your hymen. And it was a joke about.
He also proceeded to
it was
say
a joke
women aren't
about-
funny and can never be funny, and that's why women
And
didn't
we
laugh
know
at that
this
joke.
is true because you're here tone policing and being a whine ass about jokes.
I laugh all the time, and I find people
About
funny.
what? What do you
I
laugh about?
Have men tell me I'm funny all the time.
I don't. The
Cool.
joke was about a
You don't seem-
prostitute,
you know what?
not
You-
a sexual assault victim. And I hope I'm not hearing you like say that she wasn't sexually assaulted, right?
This conversation is all over the fucking place.
No.
His joke had nothing to
Nothing
do with
to do with
SA.
that.
Agreed.
So like your logic.
That's
here,
not
wait,
the
wait, hold on,
point.
hold on. Stop interrupting.
let me explain.
say
Okay,
one
go
thing.
ahead.
Let me say one thing. Your logic here is a bit failing because you're reaching. You're reaching for. He made a joke about. Let's say he made a joke about sex, and you're somehow coming to the conclusion if you make a joke about sex or bodily anatomy that's somehow always going to be related to women who get SA'd.
No.
Your logic.
No. It's the fact
it doesn't
that
lead to one or the other.
No, it's the fact that you're talking about born again Christians,
Yeah.
and some women did not lose their virginity by having sex for pleasure,
Mm-hmm.
and in that case, no, they cannot get their hymen back. So that joke wasn't that funny.
Actually, that makes it funnier.
This chick's
Here's
a
how.
fucking
So in both
SJW.
cases, the joke works. If you're saying, God made me a born again virgin, okay? Me asking, did God give you back your hymen? How in the world would that be offensive to SA victims or prostitutes?
Why would you say that to an SA victim?
He didn't.
I didn't.
though.
I
know,
She's
I know. He
reaching.
asked a question.
She's
yeah,
fucking
why,
reaching.
so my
different.
question is, why would that actually be offensive to one though?
If you did say it to an SA victim, it actually would be offensive.
Why?
If you didn't, so it's not the
Yeah, but
situation.
why? But you're not hearing me.
Because an SA victim
asking
didn't
if
choose
God
to
gave
have-
it back to you, how could that be offensive?
Because they didn't choose to have it taken away from
I
them.
get it, but what does that have to do with God giving it back to you?
Insensitive
I don't even
to
feel
someone's
like-
feelings.
Like I don't even
Like,
understand why you're not
hello.
getting
Andrew,
These men
I don't
also
see
don't
it.
believe
Hold
women.
on,
It might
hold on,
Women being
hold
in
on.
therapy
You
is a
didn't
red
say
flag.
the joke directly to her, so that's not the situation. But if
Well, I
you
didn't
did
say-
say it
It
directly
wasn't even
to
about
her,
wasn't about
SA
SA at all.
I know.
I don't even feel like it's worth engaging on their level because your joke wasn't even about SA.
No, it wasn't.
She's reaching.
But it's still, but
And she's trying to deflect from the conversation about how does she reconcile your relation if you consider yourselves
I'm a nun.
Christians. If you guys consider yourselves Christians, it's a fair question to ask. How do you reconcile that with your faith? That's a fair question.
I mean,
If you want to if you want to
to
deflect by like bringing up this is a really bad faith thing where you just try to like deflect 100 different things.
She
His
answered that
joke.
already, though.
I answered the question.
No, she didn't, because she immediately went, well, what about Christians who do X, Y, Z? That's not actually addressing his point.
I'm not saying that I can have a relationship with a woman because other people are sinners.
Okay, great. So then how do you reconcile the fact that you're in a same-sex relationship and consider it a relationship?
You said we're just best friends.
Yeah, no, I
We're
asked
just
you that and you
roommates.
said no.
You said we're just roommates. And I said, yeah, we can be that.
I said, well, that's
For
what
you.
it sounds like, but you said no.
Yes.
Yeah, so then that
I
would
answered
be
to
no.
God, not to you. It's
According
fine.
to her, it's not. She doesn't view it as roommates, but for your definition of what roommates would be, you can apply it to them.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question then. You guys are, I'm a little confused because you guys said you were maybe waiting for sex until marriage.
No, we
No,
didn't
we didn't.
say that. You.
Okay, maybe I
That-
misheard.
you just-
Maybe
yeah,
I misheard
definitely
then.
do. That a lot.
But you're not you guys have had sex though, which is
This lady said for you to fix that one little hanging piece of hair that you have.
So anyway, yeah, back to this.
I just asked you a question.
What did you ask?
Did you guys come on to troll?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, you're being a bit too belligerent for the otherwise good faith question that I'm asking
What's your
you.
good faith question?
The good faith question.
I literally
still trying to figure out how you
just
make this
asked you to-
reconciliation.
Well, okay,
No,
so
he said he
He
asked
said
something. That
something
was what
else.
you asked.
Sex until marriage.
Nick, just
it was something about
did you
that.
show it
Something
and
about
then
sex
hide
till
it?
marriage.
Don't leave that shit
And we
up,
said
man.
no. I literally answered your question about the sex till marriage.
But you guys, if I recall correctly, you guys did have sex
And we don't feel
previously,
right about it.
you
And we
don't-
don't have
and
sex.
you don't do it anymore.
Thank you,
Okay.
yes.
But are you guys desirous of getting married?
Honestly, I don't even know, but I just want to be,
Okay, you
are
guys are
life partners,
yes,
business
you're
partners.
romantically involved.
Yeah.
Are you desirous of potentially one day getting married?
I would want to get married, but I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on what God wants from us, and I'm not going to do anything
And
that
so
He wouldn't want.
so you guys, do you want kids?
we
To
will
foster.
Foster kids. Okay.
Yeah.
But so you're not desirous of having sex with each other
No.
or potentially sex with other partners
No.
No.
moving down the
I feel
road.
like
No,
you
we're
waste
not.
a lot of time if you focus your energy and mind on sex. You can do a lot more with yourself if you just open yourself
And
up
when you
to
find people
real
that someone
life
that has
experiences.
a complementing or like, an opposite traits of you, so that you can come together and create beautiful things, beautiful work, beautiful business, beautiful life.
So
And
I'm
hold on, if I recall correctly, if this is my understanding, one of the reasons you guys don't want to have sex is for religious reasons. Is that correct?
And I just don't really like sex. Kind of
Okay.
grosses me out, all the stuff.
Is it the same for you, or is there
Yes.
is there a religious component to not
Well-
wanting to have sex?
I mean, the religious component is kind of in the back of our mind. It's a yes, but at the same time, we don't feel right. It's a very icky thing to do, and we feel convicted. So yes, at the end of the day, it is a religious thing.
And I feel the same way having sex with men, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But we are not here to troll.
Yeah, I didn't like having sex with men either. So.
Do you
it's
ever
the same
think that
for
it was
me.
maybe the person that you were having sex with was just it was a bad situation?
No.
In some cases,
Sex is
for me,
gross
yes,
and aggressive
but
and painful.
I also had some good men.
Here, hang on. I hear you out because you're saying it's gross and aggressive and painful. Those are all words.
I don't like
that-
the bodily saliva thing. And I feel like you're supposed to have sex when you want to procreate. We just have sex to have sex. And that's kind of why I said if you can't control yourself, take your
you
husband,
I
think-
know,
take
but
your
you
wife.
have
So wait,
you
you
have
think
been in a
all-
situation with SA, and so I feel like for you, you're viewing sex from that viewpoint. From I was attacked, I was abused.
Sex isn't only for procreation. Do you think that husbands and wives should only have sex for as many times as they want to have babies?
Then why do you not
I
believe
think,
in
yeah,
premarital
they should.
sex?
That's not what I said.
If sex is not only for marriage.
Nick, can you close the
I mean, sorry, if sex
back
is not only
door
for
open?
Yeah, we're
babies, then
talking
why
about
can't
it
you
through a
have premarital
religious
sex?
prism, though.
Because God
So we're
tells us
talking
that
about this
sex is just
specific
between a man and a woman.
Yeah, but we're
No,
talking
a
about this-
husband and
Why
a
can't
wife.
you
I'm
have
sorry, a
that?
husband and a wife.
Why can't you have
Okay, so-
premarital sex in general?
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying, but you have a worldview conflict. So we're trying to speak within a worldview that she claims she has, I claim that I have, that you do not have. So within this worldview, she
But ours
just
are slightly different because you're Orthodox.
she just said
and I'm just a,
yes,
I'm a follower
but
of
the
Jesus
adaptation of the worldview versus secularists would be much harder for them to understand it than for you to understand it. So, within the confines of this, you say sex is for procreation, right? Yes, I agree, but you would not agree that.
But in Genesis,
But
that's
hang on,
what
hang on.
it was
Let me
for,
finish
to
the
multiply.
question. Let me finish the question. But you would agree that inside of a marriage, having sex external to only having children is not a bad thing, right?
If the man and woman desire it, then yes. But I do believe there's several people, even who haven't been sexually assaulted, that don't have a desire to do that. They just don't.
Yeah,
I think
but
there's
that's
something underlying for
but
that.
That's, I mean, but come on, that's not very common. Most of the time, married couples and couples
What
in
about
general have
nuns?
sex.
Did they all get sexually assaulted?
Again, that's a totally exception.
Bro, what
exceptions
is
to the
up
rule.
with
Wait,
you
you
and
can't
sexual
go from
assault?
like
Holy
a
fuck.
few
was
women
bringing
don't
up
like
sexual
sex.
assault
Because she
So
just
it's
was
not
bringing up
just her.
sexual assault.
Yeah, but
wait,
I
the-
wasn't.
Are you? Have you done something?
She's not just answering.
What? What?
What?
I'm just saying, why are you so offended by that? Like,
Bec-
honestly,
because of the graphic nature of it,
Well-
you have to be very careful about how it's phrased on the channel.
I said sexual, so I didn't ever say that.
yeah,
You
but
told me
just
the words
use
I couldn't
essay.
say.
Use essay
Okay,
instead.
essay.
Okay.
But he's still gonna say, "What the fuck
was
is your problem with
What
that?"
was the false accusation you were about to make?
I wasn't gonna false accuse you. I was.
What
a
were you
question.
about to say?
There
I was
an
about to say-
implication for
What
sure.
were
Why are
you
you
about
getting
to
so
say?
defensive about sexual assault?
What were you about to say? No, that's not what you were about to say.
It's not.
We
No, it
rewind the
wasn't.
tape.
I know.
So
I
what-
know.
What were you
This is
about
why
to
the
say?
podcast takes 6 hours.
Yeah, I know.
No, because you're about to throw out a very fucking serious accusation.
No, it wasn't an
Yes.
accusation. It was going to be a question.
No, you were about to ask, have you ever done X? Right, that's what you were about to say.
Have you ever made a girl feel uncomfortable? Is what I was about to say. And is that why you are so offended? I'm just wondering why you're so
Have
offended.
you ever made a man uncomfortable?
Yeah, totally.
Do you do it a lot?
Maybe.
So you're the perpetrator?
It's not on purpose.
Oh, it just
I think men
happens?
feel uncomfortable when women
Just
question
happens?
them.
It's just by accident?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't just sit there and go, "Oh my gosh,
Sounds
a
like
man."
Sounds like you're the perpetrator here.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Sure, he wanted me to argue with that.
Don't need you to argue with that. I'm happy with that answer.
How did we all get
I know.
speechless? How did we all get speechless on this topic? I want to go back to the
I mean, if you bite
generalization
that bullet, there's
hold
nowhere
on,
for me
you
to
are
go.
like the king of talking over everybody.
That's good because most of you have nothing good to say.
Listen,
We're
I
women.
am.
Because we're women. No, no, they
Listen,
literally
Not
do
because
not
you're women,
respect
it's because
women.
you're dumb. That's why.
I'm not dumb.
Wait, that wasn't
What?
cool. No,
That's
that was
fine.
I'm not
very
dumb.
so
You're like
mean.
an actual
Watch
dick.
your words, bud. You're gonna
Yeah.
get canceled. Real
You're a
quick.
bigot,
Not
and that's
cool.
all.
If every
I'm
single
going to get
female at this
canceled
table gets up and
by
walks
who?
out,
The
there's
Rainbow
no
Pride
podcast.
Parade? What are they going to do?
There are different
we
levels
did
of being
this.
smart.
See,
You can
it's
be
funny.
Okay,
Your behavior is actually you're
Brian.
acting dumb and
he's
uneducated.
trolling.
You're so educated, but you act like a little
Oh,
Brian.
really? The cancel culture queen over here? I'm the one who's the problem?
I mean,
I'm not. I don't
apparently-
cancel anybody.
Listen, you're
got offended
apparently
over
like
a joke.
a
You got
God-fearing
offended
man.
No,
but you're
I
acting-
pointed out the joke as his character.
I know.
He has bad
I
character.
know. It's okay
He's
for
such
you
a
to
godly
be combative
man,
and
he
a brat, but
makes
if I
jokes
say a
that
word
like
about
that.
it, I'm the evil villain.
You're not an evil villain.
Yeah, good. Then stop whining and let's have the conversation.
We're having a conversation. Who's
No, all
whining?
you've been doing is whining.
I've been
and
keeping
crying,
the same
and she's
tone the
gonna
whole time.
cancel me.
You're literally
pause.
just a
Why do you
sexist man.
think
I
she's
was gonna cancel
whining?
you.
What
I
sta-
figured
in
She's
the-
literally
what part
been
of it makes it sound
because
like
she's whining about a
Because
joke he made a
often
few
what
episodes
happens
ago.
is when women are made to feel uncomfortable, they have two options. The first option is they could argue, but they suck at that. So they usually go to option two, which is to whine and complain and be brats and talk about fucking nonsense.
What
How
is
long
wine
have you been
about
married
you?
for? Oh my!
That's what I'm
this is
saying.
Wild to me.
Thank you.
Dude, his
he
wife
is not a real man.
Did you just?
He's not.
He is not, and he is not. He wants a woman to do whatever they want.
Not
like,
real, man.
He's not.
You're
Where
tucking
did you
in his
find
bed
this
with a
guy?
chick.
You're a,
What are you
you're a
talking about?
biological man.
Yeah.
But
Hold
your
on.
brain
Stop.
is
Shut
little
up.
boy.
Hold on. Stop. Everybody cease with the ad homs. Everybody stop with ad homs. We're going to try to get through this podcast without it having to devolve into like personal attacks every 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, speaking of personal attacks, I would like him to go around the table and tell us exactly who he thinks is dumb on this podcast, because
Yo,
I've barely spoken.
I've literally just tried to move things along. Just drop it. I told everybody
I
to
like
stop.
the question.
Hold
If
on.
we question
Bro,
them, we're wrong.
stop,
They can question
stop.
us. We have to answer all their questions. If we ask
Spencer
them,
Waterman,
it's your
who
private
donated
life.
$200. Andrew Wilson, get
I just didn't
cancelled,
realize you guys were actually this bad.
Anyway, my
It's insane.
screenplay goes like this.
I agree.
I'm trying to.
Thank you.
I agree with the comment.
Jesus would not agree, and I'm very upset, and I'm sure he is too.
Comes back like it.
Tell it to your priest who marries your preacher or whoever it is.
Okay.
No, my priest just
We're not
understands that
gonna
he doesn't have
continue-
enough knowledge of the Hebrew language to
You need to stop.
act like you.
You need to stop.
The Hebrew language?
You guys need to stop. We're going to stop devolving into ad homs. We're going to stop having meta conversations. I tried to move things on. Why are you bringing it back to a meta conversation and trying to let me move the conversation on so we can have a show?
By the way,
Wait,
Don't
so
ask him to
I didn't-
go around to
I didn't
every
call
table
you-
and state
didn't
why
call you
everybody's
guys
dumb.
dumb. I only called the person I was
let
arguing
us.
with.
No,
dumb.
you
You
said
I
that.
told
Okay,
everybody
all right,
to
that's
stop.
what I wanted to hear. Is that you? Because you generally
I
said
told
because you all are dumb. I
everybody-
wanted to hear that was
Yeah.
We're going to stop having meta
I'm not.
conversations. We're going to get into the actual content of the show.
This is the content.
No, it's not. Okay.
Act like you don't want all the drama.
Not really. Not really. Okay, did you have a different question that you wanted to ask?
No,
Or was
no,
that it?
nothing at all.
Okay.
This all started because you made.
Yo. Did you not just hear what I said?
I just wanted to
cease with the meta
context.
conversation.
Sorry.
Do you know what a meta conversation is?
No.
Andrew,
The
explain what a,
conversation about the conversation.
we're going to
Okay,
cease
got
having
it.
meta conversations. Let's actually get into the content.
Okay.
Okay. God damn. Holy shit.
That was just an intro.
Man of God.
He's not. Not
Okay.
him.
I've heard him say it,
That's.
which means he's
Verbatim,
an
you said you're
He
a
doesn't
man of
identify
God.
as a Christian.
So don't
Look.
say you're a man of God. Then.
It doesn't matter.
He doesn't.
He has.
He
could go
called
back
himself
to
a man
books.
of God with her parents or whatever.
Wait, so hold on. Now you're saying that. Well, hold
Whoever
on.
the
I'm,
frick was sitting
I'm
across the
questioning
table.
you. I'm questioning you because you took the Lord's name in vain. Guys, please don't fucking high horse on this. Like, come on, you guys are not.
We're not high
abiding-
horsing.
guys
You
are not-
high horse as well. If you want,
You guys are not. You guys yourselves
We're
are
just
not
not on the same
abiding.
level of
Yo,
men, so we can't
if I'm
act like he
talking,
hacks.
Stop interrupting.
I'll submit to you.
Yo, you've got a fucking really nasty attitude. For this show to work, you can't be interrupting. You can't be having meta conversations. You can't be throwing out these little quips and jabs. Do you understand? What are you doing?
So we're allowed to be interrupted, but by him.
As the host. So first
not
off,
by he's not the host, correct? Is that correct?
okay.
You interrupted
you're
me, I interrupted
you're
you.
interrupting
No, you
me now.
interrupted me first.
I'll
I
try
just wanted to
to-
make it clear. You're the host. We yield to you.
I
Okay.
will try to limit interruption from everybody. But I was in the middle of talking and you were interrupting me.
This time, yes. I'm done now.
Bro, you got a bad fucking attitude. Holy fuck.
You immediately started. No. You
man.
also have a bad attitude. Let's keep
No,
going.
I don't. I've been trying to get this back
That's so normal.
back straight, but you got a bad attitude.
What's the next question?
Can I talk about my 12-year marriage?
No.
Not juicy enough.
Can I talk about my virginity?
Nick, what's the first thing that we're gonna let's do some of our reacts first, if we can. Hopefully we can try to
You want that Instagram first, right? Just talk about it.
We're all gonna be okay.
Oh, I'm totally fine.
You too. Ethan.
Look at Noah's comment.
Kumbaya, my love.
Okay.
That's funny.
Soccer player Kaka's ex-wife, that's a weird name, but says she divorced him because he was the perfect husband. Next, Nick. And this is apparently a quote from her, and I've seen this all over the internet. He says, Kaka never betrayed me. He treated me well. He gave me a wonderful family, but I was not happy. Something was missing. The problem was he was too perfect for me.
She needs therapy.
So, treated me well. This guy, I assume he was a soccer player. He's probably rich, successful. Gave her a wonderful family. But she was not happy. Something was missing. The problem was he was too perfect for me. So I want to get the panel's reactions on this. Do you think that, ending a marriage that especially involves children because she wasn't happy because he was too perfect, do you think that's good pretext for a divorce and the end of a breaking up of a family, ending of a relationship?
No, I think I just think people need to have their shit together or whatever before they step into a marriage, honestly. So I don't agree with where she's coming from for not being happy. Like, you can't just walk out after having kids.
If that's really what she said, I feel bad for the man.
I have to agree. I think she probably needed some therapy more so than just leaving the family.
Correct. I think people, both men and women, are too quick to decide that minor issues and not being being perfect is not a minor issue. It's not an issue at all. People are too quick to toss away the beautiful arrangement that God has made, which is man and wife and children and a nuclear family. So shame on her. If it's true, right? This is the media. We don't know what is and is not true, or what there is behind closed doors, or
Right.
Absolutely.
the truth.
But that quote sounds terrible.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's her quote. That was she could have made something up at least. Like,
For real.
yeah, we could have validated, but no, leaving a man for being perfect is
Bad.
disgusting.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. If that is what she really said, then I don't agree with it. Just because everybody goes through stuff and you can work through it. If it's a family that you're talking about at the same time, you should, think about your kids first and try to work on it.
I'm going to go a different route. I think it sounds like she's struggling with something. So I feel like, this is a big accusation, is she feeling like guilty for something that she did, and she feels bad because her husband is a great man and she doesn't want to pin him in a bad light. So she's like, I'm just going to dip out now, but he was a great guy.
No, I like that you brought that up, just because I feel like a lot of women feel like they have a really good man, but they are missing that spark. And it's unfortunate now that she has children and kids also, and that brings a whole different thing. But she should have probably figured that out before they got married, and she probably had something in her head that said, I should not marry him, but he's a great guy. He probably has a good job. He's probably showering her with all this attention, not talking to other people. And it's poor because he just picked the wrong woman at the end of the day. But there was probably signs somewhere in there between.
Yeah.
Can you move your mic to the corner, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Andrew, your reaction.
Yeah, it's all but too common. So oftentimes we see this happen over and over and over again, where we'll see these women, especially with high profile men, say this kind of stuff, right? Oh, I just don't like him anymore. Conveniently enough, they also happen to not like him and walk off with millions of dollars of his money. So it makes me think maybe there's an ulterior motive behind it, other than saying, sure, he's the perfect man, now give me the millions, but
I mean, I'm sure the money doesn't hurt.
I'm
but
sure
I don't
it
think
doesn't
that's
hurt.
the reason she would have walked away from a whole family.
It could be.
I mean, if you had to guess, if somebody said, he's perfect in every way, I just adore him, but I'm going to leave him and take millions of dollars of his money.
I'm saying I agree.
Wouldn't you
The money
think?
doesn't hurt, but
Yeah.
I think the reason she doesn't want to stay is probably because she
Wants
needs
his fucking money.
Well, no, she needs therapy. I don't think she's happy with.
Well, how's she gonna pay for it?
We're not sure if they might have a prenup. I feel like a lot of celebrities and high profiles have prenups put in place as well. So we don't know what they end up signing.
You should if you're worried
far
so
fewer
much
than you
about
would
that.
think.
I think,
But even with
surprisingly
prenup,
far
I
fewer
think
than
you
you
still
think.
Then
have
that makes
prenups.
them dumb, right?
You do, but I mean, when you get
I don't
married,
disagree
you
with
are
that.
one
This is pretty
at the end
dumb.
of the day. So I think if anything, they should sign the prenup based off of whatever you make after when
Right.
you are together.
Keep in mind, you guys, she's
Absolutely.
probably not walking away from her family. More times than not,
Correct.
the women get the kids. So she's leaving her perfect husband, possibly penniless and childless, probably fighting for rights just to see his children. And the only thing she's saving him is not slandering him.
He has he still has half of his money.
It's still not an easy
Oh, poor
decision.
her.
He's not
Her.
penniless.
No, she's
That poor
wrong.
girl.
She is wrong.
I just
but
can't
it's-
believe it. I feel bad for her. It's terrible.
Okay, so she is wrong. I'm not saying that she's not wrong, but
She
it's still
did
not
say
an
that.
easy decision for her to make. Like,
Why
she's
not?
making it because she needs help. She doesn't realize that she's not happy with peacefulness and content. She needs some turbulence in order to feel like she matters or whatever.
Yeah,
the
so
heck.
she's a psycho.
So she needs
No,
some
she just has
therapy.
traumatic experiences, most
She
likely.
needs therapy. That's it. But I don't
Oh,
think
man,
she
she
made the
needs
decision.
therapy.
I don't think she made the decision to
Cancel.
leave her family because she was like, I want money. Let me just go get money.
Well, then
and
why
ditch
you tell
my
me?
family."
Why would you break up your family with your kids?
Because
hang on, with your kids, the kids being the primary thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Walk away from the family, break it up, destroy the lives of the kids, and take the money.
Because in her mind, she's thinking, I'm not happy here.
Right.
This is going to be the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want that.
Oh, too bad for
It's not
her.
necessarily
What
about
about
the money.
duty?
She's not saying
My
it's
point-
good. You're
yeah.
arguing with her when she's just giving another option of what
You're
could be
trying
going on.
to fight me on a point that I'm not fighting you
Yeah,
on.
but
I'm
what
not
about
saying
her
she's right.
duty?
What do you
What do you
mean?
think her duty
I'm not
is?
I
saying
think
that
her
she-
duty, even if she's unhappy, he's not doing anything wrong. She made the vows to have children together.
with
So
you.
stay.
I agree with you, but I don't
Literally.
think she leaves only because of the money. I think she leaves because she needs therapy. The money is just a bonus.
You are
She leaves
so
her
obsessed with
therapy.
women
She is
taking your
not-
money.
She
Calm
is not
down.
saying
One
like
at a time.
she's not saying like, oh, I don't like him because he's so amazing, but the money was just really, really, really tempting, and I just like the money more than him. That's not what she's saying. She's saying he wasn't enough, despite
Mm-hmm.
him being perfect, because she's not enough and she needs help. The money was probably a bonus. It didn't hurt.
You both
Definitely
agree.
not.
You both agree that she should not have left. You're just
Yeah,
saying shame
but
on her, and she's saying
You're
she needs
saying
help.
she left for the money.
but
I'm
don't
saying
need,
I
don't need the
disagree with
bridge.
that. Like,
I
we
just
can
want
move
to
on
dive
the
into
next
this.
thing.
Why do we immediately assume that it's therapy and she's not just a selfish bitch?
I mean, that is. I mean,
Which you need
if you're-
therapy
Yeah,
for.
if you're a selfish bitch, you need therapy.
Why?
Because people can.
That's how you
actually
fix
change.
yourself. What
How
do
do you
mean?
know that that's gonna
because
fix
you think a
anything?
selfish bitch is gonna sit down there and finally have some self-awareness to be like, you know what, I'm a selfish bitch. No, sometimes you need to go to a therapist and have a therapist be like, you're a selfish bitch.
Here's the thing that's funny.
You're
talking about-
anti-therapiness?
Calm
What is
down.
wrong
Why,
with you?
Are you going to jump in every time I have a conversation with anybody?
I thought we were allowed to disagree.
Yeah, but can you calm down till we're done having at
Sure.
least our back and forth? Is that okay?
Sure.
Are you sure?
For you.
Okay, thank you. It's very kind of you.
You're so welcome.
So anyway, when you talk about therapy, a lot of times therapy will exacerbate situations like this. In
If you
fact,
have a bad
and I
therapist.
wouldn't surprise me if the reason she left is because she had a fucking therapist who said, "You got to do what's good for you, girl. You
You're
got to
making
do
a
what's
lot
good
of
for
assumptions
you."
here. Do you
So
understand?
are you. You're making a lot of
I'm not.
assumptions too about
the only
therapy.
thing I said is that she needs therapy because she left a
How do you know
perfectly
she's
happy
not in
marriage.
therapy and her therapist didn't tell her to do it? That's an
Therapist-
assumption.
If she is, then her therapist is bad.
That's an assumption, though.
No, it's not. I said she
It
needs
is.
therapy. That is not an
Yeah,
assumption.
but if the therapist says to him, "Okay, you know what?
then
You
her
should do you."
therapist is a poor one. A therapist
Yeah,
is still
but
a
who are you
human.
to qualify what's a poor, not a poor therapist?
There are a lot of bad therapists.
I feel like we're now arguing about the therapist, and the whole comment was about what she said, and regardless of why she said it, she's leaving her spouse, which is a horrible
She needs a
situation.
therapist.
I-
No,
but
a good
he
therapist.
asked what our
No, a
take
better
was
therapist.
on
I think
the
the problem
statement.
here is that you're just assuming that she left solely because of the money, which I think is like a really weird thing to think when people don't genuinely think like that, right? Maybe the money is like one factor, but they have a whole family. You think a woman's not going to think about the entire family?
That's exactly why I think she has an alternative motive. Because if you were actually thinking about your family, the last thing you would do is leave a man who you say is a perfect man and break up his family, break up your children's
Her
relationship with a
ulterior
father,
motive is
and take a
herself.
bunch of money, unless you didn't actually give a shit about that.
I completely agree with him. I just disagree with the way that he's saying it.
I don't.
The
Oh my
tone.
God,
It's your
the
But I
tone.
completely
The tone.
agree with you.
I
The
disagree
reason
with the
why
fact
it's
that
so
the money is
frustrating to
the-
have
is the motive.
women inside of men's spaces immediately is because it's always tone policing bullshit.
And
right?
you agree
What
with
tone
him.
Who cares
100%.
about
That's
tone
crazy.
policing?
Why do you think tone
Why?
policing?
Who cares about tone policing?
Because it's about the approach on how you talk
No,
to
it's
someone.
not.
'cause
It's
it
about
almost
what's
shows
being
disrespect.
said, not how you interpret it.
No,
not true.
no,
It's
that's
true.
not true.
Actually,
Yeah, that's just a
intention
bunch-
lies within your
It's just a bunch
tone.
of feminist bullshit.
And
I'm
but
not gonna
but
say
on,
not
on
even-
the
No, no, no,
plus
I'm not a
side,
feminist.
We care about things differently.
Then why are you
That's
tone
not what
policing?
God
One at a
means.
time,
That's
one
not what
person
God
at a time,
means.
one
Why you
person
tone
at a
police?
time.
Why you come over and go, now, Johnny, it's about how... Fuck that. I'm going to say it exactly how it needs to be said.
Hold up. Go around the table. Raise your hand if you're a feminist, because I'm not.
Oh, we'll get to that in a minute.
Proud feminist.
Okay, so by us saying that we tend to want to agree with you, but if we could just deliver it in a way
If
that
we could
actually
just get you to do it how we
Oh,
want.
I'm sorry. There's no interrupting, right? Remember, there's no interrupting.
If we're having a conversation with
If you
each
could
other.
say something and we can agree with you, but let's say it in a way that actually makes a difference, then you're tone police, tone police.
but
We're
I
not
disagree
tone
with
policing you. We're saying we
How could
agree.
it not be
Your
a tone
delivery
police
matters.
if you literally are saying to me, I agree with what you say, I just don't agree with the tone in which you
That's
say
not how
it.
she said it. That's not how she
I said I
it.
agree with what you're saying. I don't like how
it's being
you're
delivered.
delivering
Right.
it.
You don't like the tone. It's literally tone
What did you
policing.
say that was?
Nothing. They all agree with
Oh,
me.
it's
They
just-
don't.
disagree.
They don't like the
no, we
delivery.
don't
Fully
agree.
say that.
Yeah.
We can fully say that.
No, I just don't like the delivery system.
You think women only
I
leave
didn't.
because of money?
This one and this one.
No. I think why would she leave because of money? If he really was perfect, she would stay because then she has the husband, the kids,
Yeah,
the house,
exactly.
and the money.
Exactly.
That's more of a win for her to
But
stay.
why do you think she's just leaving because of money?
So you don't agree
But that's
with
what
him
he's
then.
saying.
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
don't
no,
agree
no.
with him.
No,
then.
what he said, and tell me if I'm wrong. What he said was no
I agree.
woman should leave her children, a husband who's supposedly perfect, in any situation. I don't care if she needs therapy or not. She shouldn't be
That's
leaving.
not what
But that's not what he said. He said
He is
it was
saying
only
the reason
it's
she left
yes.
is because of money.
No,
No,
I said
he didn't
that
say
the
that.
alternative motivation, if you're looking at the alternative motivation, if you're looking at the evidence that's in front of us, you literally agreed with me. If we say, she goes, well, the husband's perfect, everything is great, it's just that I just have to break up my whole family and walk away with millions of dollars of his money. You said, yeah, I could see that being
she
the
could keep
motivation as
retaining
well.
more
I
Hang
didn't-
on.
I didn't say
then
that.
you moved
You
over to.
must have heard somebody
Then you moved
else
over
say
to
that.
she
No,
needs
he made
therapy.
assumptions.
My
I
counter to that
literally
was,
didn't
well,
say
maybe
that.
she's in therapy. Her therapist told her for all you know.
I did not say that.
You didn't. So it's not.
What
It
did
doesn't
you
sound
say
like a
then?
powerful motivator.
Money,
He's gonna put
no,
words
not
into
if
her
you're
mouth.
already with a person who's making you perfectly happy, like she just said, and already has all the money in the world. Why would you need to leave him and then take some of his money with
Because
you?
you want to go find yourself, girl.
That's not
Want to
money,
be a
though.
boss bitch.
That's what she thinks.
Right, yeah.
And that's why she needs therapy.
Yeah.
But that's not exactly. So you
If the
agree with me, it's
alternative
not the
was
money.
not for
He's
money,
very
then
judgmental. He's
it would be great
basically
if she
God
just
in
left
his
it
head.
with him.
What do you mean?
Well, I have a feeling she's not going to
still
just
gonna
be like,
take-
well, I'm going to leave and not take any of the money.
She's gonna take the kids with her.
Maybe. Or maybe
So
they got
she
joint
shouldn't-
custody, but I guarantee he's going to be paying a lot of money.
So you don't think he should be paying any child support?
I think that if
Did she
you
cook,
go,
clean, rub his
I
back,
think
rub his
if you
feet
go
for a lot of
you
years and
break
take
up-
care of the kids?
Oh my goodness! First of all,
That's a whole nother.
who gives a shit if she did? She's sitting at home on her pampered ass while her kids are at school getting taken care of by other people. Who gives a shit?
Pampered ass.
Yeah, pampered.
You don't know exactly what she's.
You don't
going
even know
through,
what
so-
women
Oh
actually
my
want
goodness!
in
I don't
love.
know what women go through.
That's not what
If
she
she's
You didn't even
married
let me finish my sentence.
him.
You
Go ahead,
started
go
saying
ahead.
something.
Probably pampered.
No, that's
Hit me.
probably
No,
not.
that's what I thought. So anyway, back to where we were at.
I have the man statement.
remember where
He's
we're
so
at.
ugly inside. What the fuck?
I honestly
Okay.
lost my train of thought.
Okay.
Andrew's trying to be a good sport here. You just, again, did an ad hominem.
Do you see every woman good sport? You
Okay,
should. You
hold
should.
on.
You don't
Hold
even
on.
know the definition.
Hold
of
on.
good sport.
What's the definition of good sport?
Sorry. Oh my God, bro. I'm trying to bring things back to level, and then you just want to object to it immediately and then start attacking me, which is not going to be productive. So here's how this is going to go. I've been sitting here for the past 3 minutes. Andrew, I haven't heard anything particularly objectionable from Andrew. However, you came in and said, he's really something along the lines of, wow, he's really ugly on the inside. That's an ad hom, totally unproductive. That's why I'm checking you right now. Do you understand?
Sure.
Did you say that?
I said that.
So that would then invite Andrew to return fire with fire, which will
Okay.
just devolve again into insults and personal attacks. So you both need to refrain from the ad homs.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
You do realize that you're contributing to the very belligerent nature of this conversation, though.
Yes.
Okay, so you don't need to make these little quips under your breath to her, or even directly to him, or to myself.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Okay.
Do you agree to cease with the ad homs and the personal attacks?
Yes.
Okay, everybody here, moving forward, can we agree we're going to cease with ad homs and personal attacks?
Yes.
Everyone agree, because I think, look,
Got it.
even if we disagree on shit, I think it's not going to be productive for the conversation. Can we all agree on that?
Does that include calling us dumb?
I just
All
agreed,
ad
yeah.
homs,
Okay.
all ad homs and personal attacks.
Okay.